right? Okay, appreciate it and everything. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. We done had a lot of changes of events that happened with DoorDash. Grubhub made a lot of changes as well. And we talked about in our last live, and we showcased Dash and C modem, 2 videos, and he was talking about how the deliveries have a rolling average to it. You know, you got to keep up with your deliveries every day to hold on to the platinum driver status. If not, you can drop quickly to gold or silver. So let's see, can I look it up some kind of way on here? I want to talk about some things. I had to do it on my tablet and look at it. Y'all be patient with me. Like I can. But we're gonna go ahead and proceed on with the show. I'm gonna go to it's gonna be kind of hard to find it on here, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. No, that's not what I'm looking for. We're gonna go and talk about this thing for a minute. The DoorDash tier program. Dasher Rewards pilot program. They even had an update on it on December the 5th, 2023. Wow. Just found out that Devontae Wilder just lost his match tonight, boxing. All right, we're not going to go over the part that says what is a Dash Reward program. We is, but we're not going to go over the cities that it's in. But you can go there and you can pretty much see it right there. Okay. I know Hulk, he tried it. He tried it yesterday. And those that want to go to the cities that they near on this program, that's what it's going to look like once it all right, once you go there. But when you go there to another city that has the program and you in the city, hour away, 2 hours or 4 hours away, that doesn't have that program, you're going to still see the EBT starting off. And what it's going to do is going to take time to update. So what you want to do when you get ready to go into that city, once you get there, you know, log on and everything, take 1 or 2 rides to get you in the system. Then after that, you know, you can end your dash or pause it. I prefer that you end your dash. The results work better that way. And then you hit force stop and then open. Then you log off. After you do that, you uninstall the app. And once you uninstall the app, you know, you reinstall it. You don't sign in once it's back on the platform. What you do is you go ahead and hit restart on your phone. It's going to shut it off, cut it back on, so it can initiate that update. And you know that the update is successful because, just like I said, it's going to look like that right there. And then it's going to give you a notification that you're if your rating's already there, that you're on platinum status, Dasher reward, the acceptance rating, completion rating, customer rating on time, and then your last deliveries. Now, we talked about for months that this program, before this program, that the ratings matter. A lot of drivers, a lot of content creators, Facebook groups, Reddit groups. That's where you get a lot of negative information from. You get some good information also, but you're going to hear a whole lot of negative information come from them groups. You know, you have to decipher what's good and what's not in them groups. I'm not in no Facebook group. The reason why I'm not in the Facebook group because, and this is not knocking anybody else, I know how to think for myself. You know, I rather find out the problems for myself, right? Be able to understand what I'm going through because I do case studies. Let me see who all in here tonight. Okay, we got Information Man here. Red, she's here tonight. Hulk Smash is here. TFT. All right, I see everybody on this end. So what we have to do is people taking shortcuts. They want to do things the easy way. I understand that. I get that. You know, we're living in a world that is moving real fast. We're living in the digital age, right? But I'm old school. I gotta get in them thickets myself. I gotta find out for myself. I gotta work hard to get there, right? That seems like it's cheating to me when you do it that way. You know, so with this program, we talked about EBT. EBT is the process of drivers going to be eliminated and drivers going to get deactivated. Drivers going to get eliminated because they don't know how to work the program. Well, what do you mean they don't know how to work the program? Which you are the EBT guru now? No, I'm not saying I'm the guru. I did a case study. And I'm just telling you what I have discovered in that case study, what's going on. And also, I didn't do it by myself. There's other drivers out here that I communicate with too. And we have meetings and we talk about what we have discovered and what we have found out about the program. I talked to a driver last night. He said, I'm going to stay on the EPO. I said, okay, it's good. It's real good. I said, I hear what you're saying, but they're still not telling the truth about that because DoorDash started shifting a lot of the EBT orders first to EPO. EPO is earned per offer. So what happens is they'll see a $5 diamond for probably 5 miles, you know, or 3 miles, you know, dollar a mile, right? Okay, that same order when it comes to EBT, $13.50 active hour, is prorated. So what I do my calculation. I know how much it's going to be for that order if it's 30 minutes. So I know the minimum that I can make for that prorated amount. So a driver that get $5 on the EPO, I can get $10 on the EBT. Oh yeah, just because I have an advantage because I know how much I can make with that order when I look at it. And the calculations, mathematical calculations is correct. That's the reason why that when you look at the community posts and the ones that I have shown, the stack orders and everything, 20 plus for that hour, $32, anywhere from 20 plus to $32 an hour. It's knowing how to work the program, knowing and understanding how to calculate the peak pay along with the prorated amount and be able to maximize there. You know, I goes in the areas that's going to have longer wait time. I know it's going to have longer wait time. I go to the city of that zone, traffic is long as a train or longer. So I know that's going to take time, right? So that's what I do. So yes, the program is designed to eliminate drivers that's doing all these dirty app and tech tactics. You know, you got customers now, they picking up the catering orders. Catering orders going to change too. Catering orders going to change. They're not going to be as lucrative as they once was. And when you get off into the platinum program, I call it platinum because, platinum status pattern driver going to replace top dasher. We all know about it. And with that rolling 100 deliveries, you got to stay on top of it every day, just like you got to stay on top of your ratings every day with Grubhub to keep your ratings up. So the thing is, people that's declining everything to get the best orders, those days are getting ready to come to an end. And the drivers that work hard and get the higher ratings, they're going to start getting no orders too, but we're going to have to work much harder. We got to keep up with the 100 deliveries. That's what we got to do. So Dash and C Moto was the first person talking about it, right? And I was like, okay. And then I started looking and said, sure enough, he is right about that. Okay, everybody wrapping up on their orders. Anybody did real good today? I was out there for a minute. It was hit and miss today. It was hit and miss. It was hit and miss. It was hit and miss. Now, this is what I want to address. And what I want to address before I go to the topic of discussion. I basically did talk about it. This is what I want to address. People got a vivid imagination, creative in their minds. These people in our community, right? They done did their own narrative, right? I'm cool with that because I already said what I'm going to do. I'm going to move on. I got to move on because I have what you have created a strategy for next year with my channel. So I already told people what that strategy plan was, at least 1/4 of it. And we're going to be going in that direction. I will be having interviews next year with a lot of people in the community, drivers, business owners, as well as customers. We got to bridge the gap. We got to bridge the gap. I done talked to customers already, and a lot of them highly upset. They have a right to be. Drivers are upset. I can understand that. I'm a driver too. Yeah, I'm gonna be sweating because them lights right there, ooh-wee, they put out a lot of heat. I do have the fan on, y'all don't hear it, but them lights they put out a whole lot of heat. Customers are upset for one reason, is that how much money drivers make. Whose fault is that? It's the driver's fault, including me. It's our fault because we broadcast how much we make on YouTube. People that work 9 to 5 should be able to understand what I'm getting ready to say. Those that used to work 9 to 5 and still is, and they DoorDash part-time, should be able to understand what I'm getting ready to say. And I'm gonna use the warehouse for a prime example. You do good, you work hard and everything, and then management, everybody, they just, happy to see you work hard and all of this. You're making it easy for everybody else, right? One day management call you in, tell you that we got a job open and we think you'd be the right person for it. It's gonna bump you up $3 more per hour. Other people found out about it through HR, somebody they close with, HR representative, and let them know. Now it's all over the floor, right? Now everybody hating on you because you're getting ready to get promoted, getting that $3 more per hour than them. So you know how it is. They feel a certain kind of way. Same way when you got people that got careers, had to go to college 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, some even a little longer than that. And some of them still not making $100,000 a year. Then you got delivery drivers, they hearing about them made $100,000 a year. They feel a certain kind of way. You got DoorDash employees feel a certain kind of way because they're not making $35, $40, $50 an hour. Every driver not making that amount out here. There are those that are, but not all of us. So they feel a certain kind of way. I had heard the conversations about, I'm gonna stop tipping because they making more than me. I done went to college. I done did these years to become a nurse. I done did these years to become a doctor. I done did these years to be a administrative assistant for a law firm. I hear these conversations. So I'm just gonna stop tipping. They don't do nothing but pick up Happy Meals and drop off Happy Meals. You know, they shouldn't be getting that kind of money. They say a lot of the drivers are uneducated, hadn't finished high school and all of that. We don't deserve to make that kind of money. Now everybody in everybody business. You got some intelligent drivers out here, got degrees as well, them being educators, former business owners. You got some are now entrepreneurs getting into their own businesses. You know, so it's something about this complex to where I call it a PCP syndrome. And what I mean by that is when somebody feel like they're better than you. When they feel like they're better than you, they feel like they're more entitled than you. Because of their career status, what school they went to, Harvard and Yale. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Pepperdine, you know, so you have a lot of people that done went to these prestigious colleges, right? They get with these organizations and everything so they can get their good paying job. And they looking at you delivering their food, making 35, 40, 45, $50 an hour. During the pandemic, a lot of drivers making $100 an hour. They feel in a certain kind of way. You see, even lawyers, you know, when they charge anywhere from $100 to $1,000 an hour. And you in that bracket making $100 an hour, $150 an hour, people feel a certain kind of way. Mechanics feel a certain kind of way. So, you know, there's a lot of hostility there, if you get what I'm saying. Let me go ahead and look at the live chat and see what else we got going on in here. Hello, Terry. How you doing? Hi, Rev. Not working today. Well, maybe for a minute to get the AR up. I've been relaxing, making cookies. Well, everybody should take a little time off. We got Joey in here. Okay, I got a trick for that. Right now, we ain't gonna have time for that today. That's not that kind of show today. You know, yeah. So the thing is, what we gotta realize, we gotta be mindful of each other, respect one another, right? You know, I done heard drivers go in there and get to arguing with the restaurant employee, shove the phone in their face like this right here. And the first thing they say out of their mouth, I'm an independent contractor. Those almost fighting words right there. Then the next thing they said that I'm more entitled than you. I done heard drivers do this, you know, and then I had to be a liaison to, you know, to try to get everybody to calm down. I done did that before. You know, back with these titles. We let these titles get to our head because we feel like that we can use it or pump it for entitlements of we having a position, try to muscle our authority over others. I done seen drivers do it. I done seen managers do it. I done seen a lot of people do it. You know what I'm saying? Those that make $100,000 or more, they do it. You know, they think they're supposed to come right on in the line, bypass the line, get a free pass, boom, get their stuff and move on. They see a driver go in there, which is a different section where they can bypass the line and go get. They got a problem with that. I seen all of that go on. And life is short. Life is short. So why would we spend most of our time on petty and meaningless things, right? Back to DoorDash drivers earned by time 2023. Yes, it's a process of elimination, and drivers that don't abide by the policy will get deactivated. It says it in TOS. You do anything that breached that contract with them, you will get deactivated. Okay, so when we're talking about the ratings now that change from 80% to 90%, okay, if you get below 90% on completion rate, deactivation is going to be the next process. Push you on out the door. Now, Grubhub got a process that you got to keep up to. Nobody talking about it. If it is, I haven't heard about it. I'm going to start talking about these different apps. We're going to be talking about how you need to get into a business, that you got some skills, can turn into a business, and use that money to invest in that, invest in you, invest in that business, make it grow, learn how to write contracts, learn how to place bids on whatever that skill set is. You see, do some research. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to get real tough with these apps. It's going to get real tough. I understand people want to gravitate to everything that's easier versus what we see is we got to put in a whole lot of work. I always told that if it's worth having, you got to put hard work in there, no matter what it is. If it's worth having, you got to put in some work, right? Same with these programs. So the process of elimination taking place because of drivers, we are at fault. The reason why it's happened. A lot of customers weren't getting their food. Then I'm gonna get on the customer page in a few seconds, dealing with the drivers right now because I'm one. Once I get through with us, I'm gonna deal with the customers next. We are our worst enemies. A lot of people got these gigs to support a habit, drinking habit, weed habit, gambling habit, throwaway money habit. I had a CEO told me, and I knew he was a CEO because I used to work at Milwaukee Tools. And I seen him. I said, "Man, what you doing out here? All this my throwaway money right here, man." Okay. I like women, all of that. I don't have to touch that money. Boom. Okay. What we say in the military, all those in the military, we got a term we use for that. So I'm going to say it as nice and polite as I can say it. So you got that side piece bill you got to pay. That female, that mistress or whatever, you got to pay that. How many of them you paying? So you out here doing that. You causing 3 drivers. One driver may be trying to take care of something. You got another driver probably trying to pay for her college tuition. You got another driver might be trying to get a family member out of jail. Okay, you got another driver might be trying to pay for funeral expenses. But no, we so self-centered. We got a self-centered generation of people here in our world. Now, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just addressing what I'm experiencing and what I'm seeing. How inconsiderate a lot of us are. We all about self and self-centered. It's about me, and about me. So drivers and got out here and got greedy, thirsty, want to make that 30 to 50 or $75 an hour. It's going to be hard to do it now. So you're trying to use extreme measures to do it. And it's costing us a whole lot out here, right? So that's the reason why all these programs getting put in place. The drivers that used to say that the ratings didn't matter knew that they were lying from the get-go. Because if the ratings didn't matter, you got a 3% AR rating, but your customer rating is 100%. All right. And your completion rating, no, your customer rating is 5 stars. Completion rating 100%. Those ratings high. It's just your AR not high. Even your on time and early stats is anywhere from 95 to 100. The only thing that's way below average is that AR, right? So you look at yourself as a top driver because you got the best customer rating, you got the best completion rate. But you think you're supposed to get all of the best orders, not abiding by the rules, and you found the loophole. You see, now that's messing up the status for other drivers that have the top dasher status, right? The only thing that keeps you from having the top dasher status is the AR rate of accepting at least 70% of the offers, right? For each his own. Now, it's a requirement to have at least 50% to get some of these access to priority orders. 70% to remain top dasher or platinum driver. Plus you get more access to higher paying orders, right? Okay. That's what we see right now. So the day's coming to the end of where a driver is not going to be able to do that, plus juggle a lot of apps too at the same time. Them days are coming to an end. So what you going to do, people? What you going to do? How is you going to do it now? You see, then you got drivers that complain about DoorDash, but they still on DoorDash. That don't make any sense to me. If I'm complaining about a job and I feel like I'm not being valued for my worth for working there, I'm not going to keep on working there. I'm going to find me an exit plan from that job and find me another job. If I can't get that promotion here, I can take that skill set somewhere else and get a promotion, right? And I have done that many a times. So it's going to be time all right. If Joey come back in the room again, I got news for him. See, so that's what trolls do. They love to come in the channel, but I had difficulty working with StreamYard. You can tell I'm on StreamYard. This is my first time on it. I see there's a lot of things I'm gonna have to practice with, but we got to go on. We're gonna have it down pat by tomorrow. I guarantee you that. Now I'm getting ready to get on to the customers. Enough on the drivers. I used to be a customer too, so now I'm gonna get on the customers as well. So you're not gonna look at it as, okay, this is a driver talking about the customers. I'm a customer getting ready to talk to the customers right now. Just like all drivers aren't this way. All customers not this way. But there is some customers out here that's going to fit the description of what I'm talking about today. They tighten the rope up on you as well. What I mean by that is you're scamming, saying the driver didn't bring the order so you can get you a free meal, a free lunch ticket. You're not in school. What are you trying to get a free lunch pass for? You're not in school, so what are you trying to get a free lunch pass for? At the expense of the driver, and that driver may get deactivated. Okay, that's trying to take care of a family member that's disabled. Need that extra money, that extra cash. That's the fastest way they could get it. Funeral expenses. That's the fastest way they can get it. Think about it like that for a moment. All because you want that free lunch pass. You're not in school anymore. You don't get any more free lunch tickets going to school. Now, I had a situation that happened to me, and this is what the situation was. I drove and went to the restaurant. I was down by McDonald's, had to go to the Mexican restaurant, 300 feet away, right? So when I went there, I had to wait at least 20 minutes. So I already knew this here. Went ahead, did my due diligence with DoorDash, let them know what the situation was, did my due diligence with the customer, let them know what was going on, right? And also, I went in and checked in. Used the restroom. I'm on EBT, you know, I'm cool and everything. I did everything I need to do, right? So Customer calls me. When is I'm going to get my food? I've been waiting a long time. I said, ma'am, I just got this order about 15 minutes ago. It's going to take at least 20 minutes, for it to be ready and prepared, right? I can go in and double check again. I said, did you read the text messages and everything I sent to you? They hung the phone up. So I go in. Just before I go in, DoorDash called, right? Drive support. Well, I'm calling because the customer wondering why it's taking so long. I said, go ahead and check my records. I'm into around about 16 minutes now. Check my records and see when this order was given to me, and check the time of how long I'm still waiting on this order. We need to talk to somebody on the inside. I said, I can't get anybody. The main person's in the back. So the customer that was sitting inside, not a DoorDash customer, but a customer that came and placed their own order, going to pick up their order, right? This is what happened. That customer got upset, got the curse and all that. Well, they need to wait just like me. It's going to take 25 minutes. They need to understand that. And you're a delivery driver, so it's going to take a little bit more longer than that, because you got to come to the restaurant, then wait 20 minutes. Then you got to go probably 10 minutes before you get, or 15 or more, to drop this order off. I'm like, he's talking like he really know the program. So the driver support agent got upset, hung the phone up. They called the restaurant. Phone rung for about 5 minutes, right? So I'm going to try to tell one of the other workers, go back and get your manager so they can answer the phone. That's DoorDash calling right now. So he finally answered and everything. Then they was asking where the order at. He says it's going to be another 5 minutes. Then, he hung up, and it was another 5 minutes before I got the order. Now, this is what I want to talk about also. Safety awareness on a situation like this. When you got a customer, and we're going to get to the whole storyline of this. When you got a customer that's pulling something shady, you better think about your safety. Okay? Now let's go ahead and fast forward this to the action, right? I'm getting ready to give you what I'm so famous for saying, the meat and potatoes of the story, right? That's what we're getting ready to do. Torp in the house. What's up, Torp? Didn't see you, man. Always speaking the truth. Love you, Rev. Yeah, man. Same here, bro. Same here. All right, with this same situation here, I drive and I get there, right? So I'm going up the elevator. I go to the door. I was getting ready to knock on the door. I'm hearing somebody hitting the walls on the inside. This man was cursing like a sailor, talking about he want his food right now. I can't wait till the driver get here. I'm going to get that driver fired. I'm going to get that driver deactivated. I'm going to get that driver so messed up he's not going to work on none of the maps. I was like, wow. And if he act ugly and he come in here with an ugly attitude, I might put my hands on him. I was like, whoa. All right, I already got my weaponry with me. You got to be careful in times like these. So I didn't knock. I didn't take the photo. So I'll go on the elevator. And lo and behold, I meet the person that knew the guy. He was like, man, the guy didn't know I was a delivery guy. He said, man, you know what, man, dude, he mad. I said, what you talking about? Room 302. I said, what's up? What's up with room 302? I heard folks shouting and everything. Yeah, man, his old lady lied to him, said that she ordered food an hour and a half ago. She ordered that food about 30 minutes ago. That man talking about getting his pistol. He was getting ready to pistol whoop her, and he was going to get into it with the driver. He was just going to go mayhem. I said, really? I said, man, I said, that's crazy, right? So, reason why I share this story, and you got to think about your safety. Customers, all customers don't pull this stunt, but this one did. It could have cost somebody their life. We done had delivery drivers this year that got killed and murdered, right? Off of situations that's escalated from a misunderstanding because somebody told a lie. They tried to save face. Where you getting with this message here? I already talked about how drivers done lie and steal and all this. All of us don't do it. Now I'm talking about the customer. Okay. So drivers, we need to pay attention when we out here at all times. You got some shady customers. All customers not shady, but you got some shady customers. Want that school that free lunch ticket from school, and they living in an adult world, and they're working for the keeps, and they want that free meal ticket. Could cause someone to get killed, or they can get themselves messed